YouTube, it is time. New main box review in Duel Links Phoenix Blaze. Here we go. Let's take a look. Ooh, I see Shaddolls right off the spot. We're going to start going over them. Alright. Here we go. El Shaddoll Construct. So this is the first card. If you don't know what Shaddolls are, I think we should just go, we'll just go over this through the box mainly. We'll just go right through it. El Shaddoll Construct is the main boss monster for Shaddolls. Shaddolls are a deck that I played a lot of in the TCG, so I know all about this deck. I know what the deck does. I've done really well with it. Like, I was topping on, I did really well on DL, Dueling Network. I was like at the top 200 constantly with Shaddolls. So, I can tell you pretty much what this deck does. So, Shaddoll takes a Construct takes a light and a Shaddoll monster. It must be first be fusion summoned, so if you want to revive it later on, you have to fusion summon it first. If this card is special summon, you could send a Shaddoll card from your deck to your graveyard. So this can dump any Shaddoll card, including Schism, Fusion, whatever. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a special summon monster, destroy that monster. This card is sent to your grave, you target one Shaddoll spell trap, and your grave and add it to your hand. So really, really good. This even works if it's link summoned. Obviously, like I said, it has to be fusion summoned first if you want to revive it. The main thing is you can send any Shaddoll card, spell trap, monster from your graveyard from your deck. And then, yeah, really, really nice. And then that when it battles a special summon monster, that is non-targeting. So if you attempt to attack, oops, sorry about that. Oh, hold on, let me get back. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. So yeah, you send a Shaddoll card from your deck to grave, and it just battles special summon monster. Non-targeting will blow it up. Really, really good. So if you swing into a Saber Dancer, it will pop it. It will not pop a Leo Dancer because that won't be destroyed. It can't be destroyed, period. But you could swing into some non-targeting things and blow it up. So really nice. Alright, nice. Next is Wing... Oh my gosh. We're getting spear mode. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, we can now sack our opponent's field. So this is the thing in Duel Links is this would be really good if we could choose if we could go like first or second in the side deck. Because then this would counter like, I don't know, some really like decks that could really mix up like odd boards. So basically you tribute 3 monsters from either side of the field to normal summon or set this, then ship this card to the owner during the end phase of the next turn. So basically, you sack their field, and the end phase of the next turn, not the turn that Spear Mode was summoned the following turn. You get the owner of this card gets this card back, so you would get it back on your next end phase. Cannot attack. Your opponent cannot target this card for attacks, and then you contribute this card and special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra from your entered deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Yes. So, really sacky card, going second. This is gonna, like, losing to a random one of this in somebody's deck is gonna feel worse than losing the Dark Goal. Oh, this is gonna be funny if we get getting Spear Mode. So, yeah, Spear Mode is funny. I don't know how useful it's going to be. We're going to have to see how good the whole Ra deck is. I can see a lot of URs for Ra. Holy macro. They have 3 URs for Ra. Whoo! Okay. Alright. We're going to keep going and let's do it. Winged Dragon of Ra, Mortal Phoenix. Cannot be normal summoned or sent. Must be special summoned by its own effect. If Ra is sent from the field to the grave while this card is in your graveyard, special summon this card. Okay. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card. This effect's activation. Okay. So, okay, so they get rid of Ra, or you get rid of it. You special summon this card. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. Okay. This card is unaffected by other cards' effects. Okay. You can pay 1,000 life points, send 1 monster in the field to the grave. Once returned during the end phase, send this card to the grave. And if you do, special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra. So this mandatorily has to go to the grave. And if you... No. If Send this card to the graveyard if you just play one Drinking of Raw, spear him up from your hand deck or grave, ignoring summoning conditions. Ah! So this is like one turn this card comes out. The destroy a monster is not a hard once per turn. So like Ra has to go to your. How consistently are you doing that though? The skill has to be really good, I feel, for this card to be insane. But we'll see. I mean, right now this doesn't seem that insane, but there has to be some like broken skill that interacts with this, because this is like one card. This card comes out and you have to win that turn. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Condemn Witch. Oh boy. When this card is normal summon, you can add one forbidden quick play spell from your deck to your hand. Oh, so this searches Lance, Chalice. Okay. During your opponent's main phase, you contribute this card special summon one level 4 fairy from your deck except Condemn Witch. What level 4 fairies do we have? Dark Lords are mostly level 10. I don't think we have a level 4 Dark Lord. What's Uku back? I think that's 2. Let me see. Let's look up effect. Starry Nights are fairies, aren't they? Yeah. Attribute. Fairy. Where's level 4? Level 4. There we go. You can summon Petting Cessor, but that has to be on your opponent's turn, so that's really slow. It'd have to be something you really want to summon on your opponent's turn. Maybe you could summon like Astel out. Would you really want to give up your normal summon for that? Probably not. If this was your turn, this would be insane, because you could summon out like Scepter. But it has to be your turn. Your opponent's turn. Because it's your opponent's turn, I don't think this card's that insane. But if it was your turn, this card could be absolutely insane. But it's really weird, though. Like, you give up your normal summon to summon add a forbidden spell. And then you could special summon a level 4 fairy. But there's like, going through all these, there's nothing insane that you would really want to summon on your opponent's turn. Maybe a Valkyrie? Maybe Valkyrie support? But then you kind of, well, I guess with Sigurd, they really don't need their normal summon. Maybe this card's insane in Valkyrie. Because, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know what level 4 fairies you're going to really want to be summoning on your opponent's turn. But, maybe Salvacore, but even that seems kind of bleak. And Medulcia, you definitely don't want to give them normal summon, because you're probably going to use that on Magically more than anything else. Yeah, I don't know. I think of right now, unless there's like some immediate support in this box, the card doesn't seem that insane, given the support we have. I don't know. Maybe somebody will cook with it. I'll leave that to my boy Rookie Sparva. He can cook with that. Anyway, adding Lance or Chalice is nice. That could be nice in a deck that doesn't have to normal summon. So, like, if there's a deck that doesn't have to normal summon to get its plays going, maybe that could work. But interesting. You could also add Forbidden Dress, but not too many people are playing that. But it is a searchable card. Well, for this, just to let you know, or whatever that Forbidden Scripture is too. All right, Hajun the Wing Mayakashi. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon one Mayakashi from your deck. We have 1-for-1, so this can even summon this as well. Except Hajun. You can only use Hajun once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Mayakashi. So this is full combo by itself, because you summon the Daki and then you go boom, 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 and you take 9 hours to summon out your whole board. This is a really big boost for the deck. It's nice to get. It's nice to see. So they ended up getting the level 1 starter that they need for the deck. So it increases the consistency. Does this make Mayakashi top tier? I don't know. We'll have to see what the links do. It looks like there's some links for them below. But when we get to them, we'll see what they do. But interesting. Oh, Musketeer finally getting max. Oh no, I hate this card. I hate this deck so much. Oh gosh. Okay. 1 level 8 or lower magical musket. If this is Link Summon, you can activate one of the effects. And magical musket spell traps with different names for your deck to add up to the number of monsters your party controls. Okay, so now if you're playing musket, the only problem is like, can you even special summon the muskets? Interesting. There's like none that can special summon. They all have to be normal summoned. And magical musket spell traps with different names for your deck to add up to the number of monsters your opponent controls. Okay, so you link summon this. You get to search. And goodness gracious, if you're going second, pray this doesn't get interrupted. Because the problem is, I can see the biggest problem with this card right off the bat is that they link summon into this, and then you get warning pointed and you lose. Or chalice. Or Valor. Well, yeah. So that's like 3 ways that this card can instantly lose. Because it's not like it... Well, they do run Lance, but like... You have to have the Lance, and it's... Special summon magical musket monsters with different themes from your deck up to numbers on traps your opponent controls. You know, I think it, I mean, this card sounds like nice, but I could see like a big problem with this card being simply that, like, your opponent has to have something in order to, I mean, it's better for them going second. Do they have any card that allows them to special summon from the hand? Hold on. Oh, that's why. I gotta get rid of all of this. Is there one that allows them to special? But it needs to not be a trap, though. If it's a trap, it's kind of like bad. No, none of these allow them to special from the end. That's where I feel like this would lack. Because everything in Magical Musket... Oh, this deck is really free to play. Like, this card you don't even need a 3. I guess Starfire, but like, they could just book this. Like, even book stops this whole turn. So they just book you and then you lose. That seems very depressing. Yeah. This deck still loses to 1 Book of Moon going second. Wait, can they like... No, that has to be tribute summoned. It doesn't even be special summoned. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even... I think this card is a definite boost to the deck, but the problem is that there's so much that they still lose to that I don't even see it being enough. Unless they have, like, something that can special summon. Maybe this looks like they could special summon another one from the hand, and that makes it better. But the problem is that you still lose to a Book or Chalice, I feel. Even going second. I still think it's going to be rough for them. Because, like, the minute they know you have this, even though it's a Link 1, all you do is just book their monster that they normal summon, and then you're kind of screwed at that point. Yeah. So you need to, like, run a bunch of Lances. Maybe, like, you have to run, like, a ton of MSD Lances in the deck. So, we'll see. You're gonna... Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Machina redeployment. Discard 1 card. Add 2 Machina monsters with different names to each other. Deck to the hand. So, this can search Fortress and Gear Frame. Okay. Discard 1 Machina card. Add 2 Machina cards with different names to each other from the deck to the hand except Machina deployment. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, so you can do either or. How many Machina cards do we have in the game? Let's see. So currently we have Fortress, Gear Frame, Megaform. Okay, this isn't bad to search. Okay, cool. So... This is nice for Machina, at least. You know, search 2 Machinas. This card would be really broken at Orchest. Oh, this card might be a huge buff to Orcust, honestly. Uh-oh. Because they can discard any card they want. Well, at least Harp's at 3. I would say that's the only big thing, is like Harp is at 3 and Nightmare's at 3. Or this card might be a big problem. Well, I don't know. Because then I don't know. Because then they would be throwing a bunch of Machinas in the deck. We'll see. This card is decent, though, for what it is. I don't know if it's going to make Machina really good, but we'll see. Millennium Revelation. You can send 1 Divine Beast monster from your hand to the graveyard. Okay, and 1 monster reborn from your deck to the graveyard. Why does this feel like this should be a skill rather than a card? But okay. Alright, it seems like the Blue Eye skill, but just with a spell. So instead of sending a Blue Eye, you just send a Divine Beast. But Blue Eyes can send one from the deck, so that automatically seems better, but okay. You can send this face-up card to the graveyard. This turn, you can special summon Winged Dragon of Ra from your graveyard with Monster Reborn, ignoring its summoning conditions. Okay. During the end phase, this turn was activated. You must send Ra, you control, blah, 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 to the graveyard. Okay. Interesting. So that's a way to bring out the Immortal Phoenix, then. But why in the end phase? That seems weird to bring out the end phase. I don't know if this is enough to make Ra good. I mean, it's not bad, but, like, what are they doing? That's the problem. Alright. IDP, I don't need to go over this. Cosmo Town is coming to Duel Links! Oh, man, now I'm gonna have to cog and name myself IC Gamers, too. Yes. This is IC's favorite deck, chat. More than right up there with Frank Kids with 3 Meow. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Cosmo Town and Duel Links. What do I think about this? Holy crap. Cosmo Town is gonna... That's a huge buff for the deck. Because now essentially you have 4 copies of Cosmo Town, including Terraforming, if you want to play it. Now you might have reasons to run Goldstark. Wow, we have to cook. We're going to have to cook. Because we have Goldstark in the game, so the deck can play Goldstark off against. You have a lot of ways to destroy her. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, now we have full-powered Cosmo and Duel Links. This is kind of insane. MST now even becomes a starter in some ways. This is going to be very interesting. Oh, I am so excited for this. Oh, we're going to have to do Cosmo. Damn, I kind of want to wait my tournament run for a week now because I want to play Cosmo in the tournament. Okay, you're really crazy. So basically, once return, if you don't know what Cosmo Town does, I can tell you over and over. Once return, once return, you target one of your banished Cosmo monsters. Return to the end. If you do lose life points equal to the original level, this is where Gold Sarcophagus becomes good because you can banish, start, destroy it, and add it. Once per turn, reveal any number of Cosmo monsters in your hand, shuffle them in the deck, and draw cards equal to the amount shuffled in the deck. If this card's in the field, so it is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 Cosmo card from your deck to your hand. So if you MST it, you can search it. If you destroy it with Slip Rider, you can search. Really, really nice to see Cosmo Town. Now Cosmo are at full power with Cosmo Town. Or should I say near full power? Very near full power. We also have Dark Lady in the game, yeah, so they're at near full power in the game. Yuki-Onna, the Ice Mayakashi. Takes 2 Mayakashi, you can only control 1 Yuki-Onna. While this card points to a synchro monster, your opponent cannot target this for attacks. If a synchro monster is destroyed by battle or a card effect while this card is on the field, you can target 1 face-up monster in the field. Its attack and defense become half its current attack and defense until the end of the turn. This doesn't seem that great. It's okay. I mean, you can attack it, but, like, it doesn't really perform any kind of interaction. I mean, I guess it stalls out, but, It doesn't really do anything. Like, it's okay, but maybe people could stall on this card and start doing things. It's a combo. I mean, if you end on this plus the synchro, it's okay. Like, if they get rid of it, then you can, like, half a monster. But, interesting. I don't know, we'll have to see. It's decent, though, at best. It's decent. World Reassembly. Special summon a World Legacy from your hand. Why can't this be a spell? This would be perfect in my World Challenge thing if this was a spell. Oh. Okay, fine. It's okay. I mean, this trap can be annoying in some decks. Because this can summon like World Legacy, World Challenge, send a deck, and then send an extra deck monster. So this card's not bad. Can Crusadia search this? What is regular like search? It has to be a Crusadia card, doesn't it? Not a World Legacy. What is Crawler search? Oh, Crawler searches this. However, Crawler has to summon on the opponent's turn. That would be really slow. Yeah, Demon search. Oh, this isn't even a World Legacy card. Yeah, okay. So not really that great, I don't think. We'll see. Gravity control. Okay, so this is really good because you're using this. It cannot be used as link material to turn its link summon. This link summon card cannot be destroyed in the extra monster zone battle with a monster in the main monster zone. Oh, I can't wait for people on the ladder to misplay this card. At the start of the damage step, this battles a monster in the extra monster zone. You can return this card, both this monster and this card to the deck. This card is really good. Realistically, because you could use this with Construct. So, again, this is a non-targeting, and this does it at the start of the damage step. So what's really important is you don't have to take damage when you swing in. So this gives Shaddolls an instant Leo Dancer out. So if you go up against, like, Leo Dancer, or Lunalights, and they have a Leo Dancer on the field, and they swing this thing in the Leo Dancer, that non-target spins them both into the deck. So that instantly outs it. But what's really good about something like Shaddoll Construct is Shaddoll Construct will allow you, when sent to the graveyard, you link summon this off because this just takes one non-link monster in the extra monster zone. You can then add back your Shaddoll Schism. So that allows you, or whatever, if we get Shaddoll Schism. I don't see it yet, but we'll see. But you can add back Shaddoll Fusion or anything. We'll see. It's probably in a skill or something. Re-Shaddoll 1D. Okay, this summons a Shaddoll monster face up and face down from your deck of defense, except Re-Shaddoll 1D. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon a Shaddoll from your deck face down defense. Okay. Nice. Good. So this is really nice because if you fuse it off, you could summon like a Beast or a Falco face down. So this could pretty much get you whatever you want. And if you set it, you're not going to really want to be setting. That's the only thing. But if you set, then you can like, if they attack it, you can summon a Shaddoll out of the deck. Nice. Machina Citadel. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned by a card effect. Quick effect, you could target one machine monster you control. Destroy all monsters you control with a attack less than or equal to it. If an earth machine monster you control is destroyed by battle card effect while this card's in your graveyard, you could special summon this card. How insane would this be? The thing is, you need to get this to the graveyard. Wait. No, but that has to be on the field. How are you getting this into the graveyard is the question. I mean, deployment adds this to your hand, but you need this thing in the grave, right? So, I mean, this card, well, this card doesn't trigger in the hand. It would be absolutely insane if this thing triggered in the hand, but it doesn't trigger in the hand. Trying to think how this thing is going to get in the graveyard. Because the thing is that, I guess Fortress, I guess you would be playing this in pure Machina. I guess if you played in Machina, and you would discard it off Fortress. That's how they wanted to get in the graveyard. They might be able to play around that, though, and just not kill your fortress. I don't think pure Machina is going to be that great. This card would be insane. Absolutely insane in Infinitrack if you can get this thing in the grave. But I don't know how you're going to consistently get this thing in the graveyard. Like, if you can get this thing in the graveyard, this card would be insane in Infinitrack. But, unless you start running, like, Paleo Traps, but then you would have to rely on, like, discarding this thing. And you're not going to play Fortress in Track. That's just not going to happen. Like, I feel like this card is so close to being good, but it's not there yet. It's good, but I want this card to be so good, but it's not there yet. Like, it can't be good in Infinitrack, because, like, Infinitrack, you would have to get this in the grave. Now, the problem is, I don't think there's a way for them to get it there. Unless there's something I'm missing. Riverstorm has to set an Infinitrack, not a machine. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Oh! Any Earth machine. Oh, that changes things. So Infinitrack can dump this. Oh, that kind of changes things now. I thought that had to be an Infinitrack card. So this could just dump Citadel to the graveyard. So now, if you play Citadel in the deck, you can play one of it. And you can dump this off Stormer. Now, if they kill your Infinitrack by any means, by battle or card effect, then you get to float into this. And then you can blow Citadel up, because it says any machine you control. And then nuke the field. Instantly. There might be something here with Track. There might be something here with Infinitrack. Because they can get this in the... Well, there's actually another way they can get in the graveyard, and I didn't even think about it. And it's that them playing Beatrice in the extra deck as well. So now, if you go into... Oh, we're gonna have to experiment. We're gonna have to experiment. There might be something here with Track. I'm gonna have to experiment. Because Riverstorm and Beatrice can get this thing in the graveyard. Okay. There might be something going on with Infinitrack. Now, there might be a reason to play Beatrice in the deck, because dumping this seems ridiculous, turn one. So you're gonna play one of this, and what you're gonna do is you're going to dump this to the graveyard off your Riverstormer or your Beatrice. This is also good in Super Happy Samurai, but they need to get into the graveyard. But Infinitrack, to watch out and see. Constellar Catechus. If you control a Constellar monster except Catechus, you can special summon this card from your hand. During the main phase, you can add one Constellar trap from your deck there. And, okay, so this card is really good because you can add Star Chart, which allows you to draw. So, like, you could just get a free draw for this card for free. So this is summons itself, adds Star Chart, which will give you another draw. This card is nice. And the Constellar monster, Exceed monster, control gains this effect. This battles a light or dark monster before damage calculation. You banish that monster. Well, in Duel Links, we have a lot of light and dark monsters in the game that are relevant in the meta. First of all, Live Twins are in the meta, and they're all light and dark. So that's something. I mean, whether your monster gets popped before then is a different story, but they're all light and dark, so you can instantly make benefit off that. Also, the skill for the Constellars is really nice, too, because it can make them all 4 through 6, so you can go, like, into M7 immediately, or you can even make something like, what's the rank 4? I forget what the rank 4 Constellars that's unaffected by spells or traps, but, also, Rockets are light and dark, so if you attack into Rockets, you can banish them. So they don't get to float, which is really, really good. Altergeist are also light or dark. I believe they're all light. No. I think that, actually, some of them are wind. I think Silkwitness is a wind. They're not all light or dark. No, they're not. Multi-Fakers are dark. You can banish Multi-Faker, but no. That's why I got a little bit confused, but no. Some of them are win. Try to think what else is light or dark that's in our meta. BLS is not a deck anymore. Trick Stars are light. You can banish them. But yeah, there are definitely decks in the meta that just hard counters for sure. So really, really good. This card is excellent for the deck. You definitely want to play this at 3. This card's amazing. Gunkan Ship Uni. You can reveal 1 Gunkan card and special summon this and apply the effect. Gunkan Ship Shari, you could special summon it. Okay. Place the reveal card on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Target 1 Gunkan monster you control. Target, change it to level 5, then add 1 Shari from your deck to your hand. This card seems crazy for the deck, but it's like, okay. You need Shari, otherwise you go -1. Seems nice, but it's nice if you have Shari in it, otherwise it's a -1. Well, I guess it can re-add itself, so I guess it doesn't minus at all. But then going from the hand, it's interesting. But then you would have to change it to 4. Interesting. We'll see. Let's see what other support there is. Yuki only the Icicle Mayakashi. Okay, so this is a link, what? 3? Okay. You could only control 1 Icicle. This card is special summoned. You could target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects. Quick effect, you banish this card from your graveyard. Target special summon 1 of your zombie synchros that are banished in the graveyard. Well, I like that this could resummon them. That's nice. The question is, how the heck can you bring out a link 3 plus that? The thing is, this would be nice. You know what this would be really nice? This would be nice if this effect worked on the field. Because, well, I guess you could send it to the graveyard. Yeah, maybe there's a way to get it in the graveyard. A good way. Because, like, you would get this in the grave and revive it on your opponent's turn. And then get their effects of the synchros. Which is nice. This would be really good. The way to do this, ideally, would be that you would want this thing in the graveyard. And for you to revive this. So for your Yuki Ona the Icicle to revive back your Gasha, whatever the heck it is, Gasha Kadoro. So you would revive this and then activate it and make this thing unaffected so your opponent would really can't out this other than to swing over it. So yeah, that would be really interesting. Okay. This we already have. We're going to move on. Next is Dark Spell Regeneration. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target 1 spell in your opponent's grave, set it to the field. You can banish this card from your grave and send 1 monster reborn from your hand or set field to the graveyard. Okay. Still with you. And to special summon the 1 Winged Dragon of Ra from your graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. And then you could send 1 monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. Also said that special summon monster in the grave in the end phase. This seems really slow. First of all, your opponent has to have a spell in their graveyard. I mean, that's not common, but like, I don't love cards where your opponent has to do something for this card to do anything. I like it when your opponent's required to perform an action. And then you have to have Monster Reborn for this card. Yeah, this card's not great. Yeah, it's too traditional. Hedgehog, okay. So, if you don't know what Shaddoll cards do, this is the first main deck monster we've gotten to. They have a flip effect, and then they have a card effect when they're sent to the graveyard. And I can tell you right away what they do without even having to read them. So, Hedgehog allows you on flip summon to add a Shaddoll Fusion for your deck to your hand. So, you add a Shaddoll Spell Trap, so you're just going to add El Shaddoll or Shaddoll Fusion, if they give it to us, from your deck to your hand. And then when sent by card effect to the graveyard, either by a Shaddoll card or sent by any card effect to the graveyard, including their fusion spells, you add 1 level 4 or lower Shaddoll. You add any Shaddoll monster from your deck to your hand. So it's sent to your deck to the graveyard, hand or deck to the graveyard by card effect. So like think tier elements. They can't be sent by cost. They have to be sent by card effect. From your hand to the graveyard, then you can add a Shaddoll from your deck to your hand. Squamata will do the same thing. It will send one from the deck to the grave, and on flip, it destroys a monster. And then Shaddoll Dragon, when sent to the graveyard by a card effect, will pop a spell or trap, and when flipped up, will bounce a monster from field to hand. So automatically knowing what they do. Dragon's level 4, Squamata's level 4, and Shaddoll Hedgehog's level 3. Alright, Grista is a fire level 7. It must be first special summoned. Fusion summon, and your opponent would have special summon a monster while you have a Shaddoll card, and I believe this only works on inherent summons. You can negate the summon, and if you do destroy that monster, then send 1 Shaddoll card from your hand to the graveyard. Okay, you can only use the effect of Grista once within. This is nice, but the problem is that fire monsters are kind of awkward to play in a Shaddoll deck. You're going to have to play like Hollow, I guess. Oh, okay, I see Hollow immediately. Alright, El Shaddoll Fusion. This card could easily be an SR. This card is very good. If you should summon 1 Shaddoll monster from your extra deck, using monsters you control as material or in your hand. So this is a quick play. This is really good. People use this to make 1 on the opponent's turn after setting up the Construct play. So really, really nice. And then you have Shaddoll Construct, which takes 2 flip monsters. During your main phase, you can fusion summon 1 Shaddoll monster using monsters in your hand and field as material. Okay, so you're going to want to extend into these as much as possible. I just don't know if we really have a good way of doing that, but if this card is in your graveyard, you send 1 Shaddoll card from your hand or field to the grave, and you can special summon this card. So obviously solid, but we're going to have to figure out a way to get really 2 flip monsters on the field consistently. But maybe with Fusion thing, maybe. We need it. I still feel like we need another way to get like Fusion to the hand consistently. But we'll see. Okay. Next we have the World Legacy. You can only control 1. Oh no, I didn't go for this. Gashukotoro, the Skeletal Mayakashi, Dark level 11. Takes a tuner plus a non-tuner. You can only control Gashudoro, blah blah blah, and only use each of these effects once per turn. If a linked monster in your possession is destroyed by battle or its card effect while this card's in the grave, you can banish 1 other zombie from your grave and you do special summon this card. Okay, yep, all of them have it. Okay. Oh, this only works if a linked monster is destroyed. Okay. If this card is special summon from the grave, you can activate this effect. It's unaffected by card effects. Other card effects. So, like I said, if you use this with the Link 3, yeah, there might be something there. We'll see. The World Legacy. You can only control 1 World Legacy each time a level 5 or higher monster sent from the field to the grave. Place a counter on this card. You can send this card with 7 counters, summon a Cyberus Link from your extra deck. This seems really slow and not good. Okay. Machina Air Raider. You can discard 1 other Machina monster, special summon this card from your hand. During your opponent's turn, okay, so this is how they want you to get in the graveyard. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you target 1 machine you control. Special summon 1 Machina with a different name and equal low level to the VM. Okay, so you summon this, and then quick effect on your opponent's turn, this could summon Citadel from the deck. Okay. Very, very interesting. So you summon this out, target a machine you control, special summon 1 with a different name, or an equal low level than that monster. So, and then destroy that monster. That target a monster. So you target this, you summon out, what is Citadel? 9? 10? Okay. So you can summon Citadel and then pop this. And then you get the effect on the field. So Air Raider is really good to search off this. I wonder if people are going to bring back Machina Gandor or something like that. So you're definitely going to want to bring this thing out. So you bring this thing out. I would say this would all be a great engine and like something like Super Heavies, but then this needs to be not a normal spell. I wonder if you can combine this and Infinitrack into one deck with the redeployments. But you probably just want to play the one Citadel. I have to cook. Okay. But I definitely think there's something here with Infinitrack because there's many ways to get this thing in the graveyard. I forgot Riverstorm can send any Earth machine, so it can just dump this. So that's really interesting. Machina Eradicator. You can discard one other Machina monster special summon this card from your hand. You can target one machine monster you control, special summon from your graveyard one Machina monster. So this could summon it. Okay. One Machina monster with a different name and equal low level than that monster and destroy that target. So this could, again, resummon Citadel if you discard it, and then bang it on the field. So they have a lot of ways to get Citadel on the field. Sun God Unification. If you control Winged Dragon of Ra, you can activate this card to turn up set. Okay, during your main phase, you could pay 1,000 play life points, so you have 100 left. And one special summon, it has to be special summon, Winged Dragon of Ra gains its attack and equal to the life point paid. So they're trying to give it its anime effect. Once per turn, contribute one Winged Dragon of Ra, gain life points equal to the attack on the field. You can activate both effects in the same shade. I mean, this is still fine, but like you're gaining all that life point back, where your opponent probably is going to kill you anyway the following turn. Even if you, this is like another win more go all in card. I don't know how good Ra is going to be honest with you, but we'll see, depending on the skill. But then I say that with BLS, and then BLS gets a broken skill, so maybe Ra is a broken skill. Hell Shaddoll Hollow. Flip, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send one Shaddoll with its same attribute for the extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, banish that monster. That's interesting. First of all, this banishes, and it does not target, so that's automatically really good. So like this could be summoned out of the deck off of Wendy. So you use Wendy, you summon this, and then bang, you have this thing on the field. You could, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can send cards to the top of the deck. This is the second effect, is really what they use in Duel Links. I mean in Master Duel for like tier limit stuff. You send cards to the top of the deck equal to a different amount of attributes among monsters on the field. You can only use El Shaddoll Hollow once per turn. Just this being a really big 2900 body that you can summon out of the deck is automatically good. But like I said, if this thing gets flipped, then pretty much you're going to be able to, banish any monster in your opponent's field. Again, having to be flipped is kind of a downer. But like I said, Wendy can just summon this out of the deck for free. And, it's decent at that. So it's pretty solid. Okay, so we have a few other Gunkan shoe ships. Oh, it could be free to play archetype, honestly, in this box. The shoe ships. Alright, so we got a rank 4 here. Gunkan shoe ship, Ikura Clash Dreadnought. 2 level 4 monsters. If this card is succeed summon, you can base these effects in sequence based on the materials used. Okay. Okay, so you need specific materials to gain effects. Okay. You can only use this effect of blah 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 once per turn. Shoe ship Shari, draw a card. Ikura can make a second attack during the battle phase. Once per turn, when your Gunkan monster is special summon from the extra deck inflicts damage, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. 2200 attack. I mean, this card's fine. The problem is 2200. I don't know what this is exactly swinging over. That's the problem. This card's okay, like in specific matchups. But again, for you to do anything with this, you really need, oh wow, that has Katakana. That's, a hiragana. That says Rikura. Ikura, not Ri. That's actually Ikura. So, there you go. If you wondered what that said, that's Ikura in naming the ship. There you go. Japanese lesson for you. This is fine. Again, the fact that this also needs specific material is kind of a downer. But we'll see. It needs more support, I think. We'll see. Gunkan Ship Super Dreadnought. Okay. Excuse me. This card is succeed summon. You can apply this effect based on the materials used. Shari. Draw a card. Uni. This card can attack directly. Well, that's a cheeser. 2900 direct. Once per turn during your main phase or opponent's battle phase, you can target Face up cards. Your opponent controls up to the number of Gunkan. Special summon, negate their effects. I think for this thing to be able to attack directly, somebody's gonna like cheese with this, but overall, like, it's not that great. I mean, they draw a bunch of cards. There has to be something more to them because, like, right now they just don't do anything. Like, I mean, they draw cards, but it's like, what are you actually trying to game plan toward? Maybe, like, just trying to choose with this thing. I don't know. Gunkan Ship, Suship Shari Red. Does this just count as Shari? This card becomes Shari while it's in the hand, deck, or graveyard. Okay, or on the field. Okay. You can only use the effects of Shari Red once per turn. You can reveal all the Shari. Special summon this card from the hand, then you can apply the effect. This effect. Special summon Gunkan. Okay. So this card is really good for what it is. Then you special summon one exceed monster using this card's name. Okay. So this card is the main starter of the deck, I can tell you that. So you're going to want to summon this, then this summons another one out of the deck. So it's kind of like petting Cesor for Gunkan. And then you instantly can make this. So if you have a 4, you summon another 4, and then you go into your Ikari, which is fine, and then draws you another card. So instantly this card seems really, really nice. You can... The thing is, you can't summon. Well, yeah, if you summon this, you can't exceed. Oh, it mentions. So maybe this just cheats it out. Yeah, I think this just cheats it out, even if it's not right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The True Sun God. When this card is added, you can add one Winged Dragon of Ra card that mentions it to your hand. Okay, so this searches anything in the deck. Nice. Cannot attack. Winged Dragon of Ra cannot attack the monster. Oh. Monsters except the Winged Dragon of Ra. Cannot attack the turn they are summoned. Okay. What's per turn during the main phase? Send this card from field or Immortal Phoenix from your deck to the grave. Send one Winged Dragon of Ra. Okay. So, this is the card you need. So, this will get your Immortal Phoenix. So, this will send Ra to the graveyard. Okay. So, this makes sense. Once per turn during your main phase, you send one Winged Dragon of Ra, Immortal Phoenix from your deck to your grave. Then send Ra from your main monster zone. So, you're going to want to summon Ra. And then send this to the graveyard. And then once this thing is in the graveyard, you bring this thing back. Yeah. So once Ra is sent to the grave, this thing comes out, it's unaffected, and then you go boom, boom, boom. I still don't know what this deck is doing turn 1, but at least I see the way it wants to get to its win con. Okay. Interesting. On to the normals. Machina Defender, add one Commander Convicton from your deck to your hand. Okay. Commander Convicton, send one Machina Soldier, Sniper Defender, summon one Machina Force from the deck. That'll be normal summons. Commander Defender. These cards are garbage. They're not good. Okay. Moving on, Kasha. Cannot be normal summon set, must be special summon controlling 2 or more zombies. Card is special summon, shuffle as many other fields as possible in the deck. And if you do, this card becomes 1,000 attack times the amount shuffled. Well, this doesn't target. This is like a Dark Hole that shuffles them all in the deck, but that's like all in. It was the original type with zombie gains 1,000 attack. It's kind of cheesy, but it's funny. Dark Scheme. Your opponent can discard one card to negate this effect. Otherwise, both players discard 2 to draw 2. Okay. Light Ray Daedalus. You have 4 more light monsters in your graveyard. Okay. You can target one field spell and 2 other cards destroy them. Shaddoll Falco. Okay. Falco is really good. So, basically, if this card is flipped face up, so you flip it, it's a flip a summon or flip face up or whatever. You summon a Shaddoll face down defense from the grave, and then when this card is sent from the grave by a card effect, you can resummon it and face down defense, and it's also a tuner, so it can synchro summon it with it. Curse to the Shadow Prison. This card is very, it's interesting, but you need a lot of things to go to use this card's effect. Each time a Shaddoll is sent to the grave by a card effect, you place a spellstone counter on this card. All monsters your opponent controls lose an 100 attack for each spellstone counter. Each time you use it summon a Shaddoll fusion, you remove 3 spellstones to use one of your opponents. But like to get 3 spellstones on this is going to be too slow. That's the problem. Sinister Shadow Games. Send 1 Shaddoll card from your deck to your grave, then change any monster face down Shaddolls to face up defense. I still think this is a little bit slow for Duel Links, but it's definitely interesting. People might attempt to play this at 1. We'll see. Shadow Core is another card that people could play. Special summon this is a level 9 effect. You could declare any attribute you want for it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Special summon this effect. This card is still a trap. Summon you could substitute for any fusion monster that lists an attribute. On a Shaddoll fusion monster. If this card is sent to the grave, you play this mainly for the second effect. You can target a Shaddoll spell trap in your grave except core and add it to your hand. So people may mess around with that. Shadow Hound targets a Shadow card in your graveyard on flip and adds it to the hand. And if it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you target 1 face-up monster in the field and change its battle position. Not that great. Draw Muscle. Target 1 defense position monster with 1,000 or less defense. Draw a card. And that monster cannot be destroyed in battle this turn. Okay. Wendigo. So this is basically a Pedalfin. Same thing. It must be fusion summoned. Quick effect, you target 1 monster control. It cannot be destroyed by battle by your opponent's special summon monster. It's actually even worse than Battle. Oh my gosh. Just battle. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you target a Shaddoll and add it to your hand. Spell a trap. They all have that effect. Nepi Shaddoll Fusion. Okay, this people might play. Okay, this might get play. Just because it's a fusion. That's why. Just because of consistency. That's why. People might be playing this for consistency. Okay, this card is really good just for having consistency. Okay, activate this card by declaring 1 attribute. Equip it to a Shaddoll. It becomes that attribute. During the main phase, you can fusion summon 1 Shaddoll fusion reaction deck using hand or field, including the equipped monster. Okay, so this might be played just because of being an equip. Literally, just because this card allows you to fusion summon. That's why. And get everything going. Okay. Alright, so this might be the case. So people are just going to play this because it allows you to fusion summon. Plain and simple. That's why. People are just going to play this because you can fusion summon. That's it. Mischief of the Gnomes. Reduce all levels in each player's hand by 1. Even after they are summoned to set, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Reduce all the levels. Each player's hand by 1, even if they are summoned or set. Okay. In hand. That's really weird. It's not terrible, but it's not bad. Like, you know they're going to synchro summon or whatever, then you can kind of mess them up. I feel like if you're going to play this, you would probably play whatever that card is that just locks you out of synchro summoning in general. Trap, whatever it is. But I feel like this is better. Well, not locks you, but just permanently reduces. Interesting. Pure Shaddoll Aeon. Target 1 Shaddoll monster you control. Send 1 Shaddoll from your hand to the grave. And if you do that, target it's 1,000 of. Okay, flip down. Not good. Steel Swarm Origin. Ooh, again, Steel Swarm, like Duel Swarm monsters. Oh! While this card is in the extra monster zone, if this card, so you could summon an Evil Swarm, the monster would be summoned in the extra deck to the monster zone. It is summoned to a card that points to. While this card points to a monster, the player can target it with card effects. Okay. Also cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay. Also, what's returned when the monster in the field is destroyed by battle card effect, especially someone else swarm. This is read deck equal to number destroyed. This card is interesting. It's not bad, but I feel like it's a card that your opponent can play around. But it's definitely interesting. But maybe this card is... Actually, this card's not bad at all. So they summon it to a zone that this points to. Wait, hold on. Well, this card points to a target. Okay. Okay, so this cannot be destroyed by... Yeah, so this is nice. Okay, this card's not bad at all. Interesting. Pinpoint landing. If exactly one monster special summon in your hand, the field, draw one card. Okay. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. Taskuki, the positive is Mayakashi. You can only control one. Mayakashi is destroyed by battle. Card of battle, card to graveyard, special summon it. Okay. Interesting. World Legacy, World Key. You can discard one World Legacy card, tribute this one monster. You could tribute summon one monster during your main phase's turn. In addition. This is so close to boosting World Chalice, but it's not there. Like, you're so close. Quad Shaddoll Kios. You could flip, you could special summon one Shaddoll monster in your hand at face down defense. Card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect. You could send one Shaddoll over here at the grave. Okay, this card's not that great. Machina Defense Perimeter. While you control a level 7 or higher machine, your opponent cannot target level 6 or lower machine for attack. Okay. Also, your opponent cannot target them for effects. If a face-up machine is destroyed by battle, card effect, you target one machine monster and grave it, add to your hand. Too slow. Mayakashi Man. If a zombie monster is special summoned from the extra deck, except during the damage step, you can apply one of these effects. You cannot apply the same effect. Okay, multiple times. Draw one card. Set one spell or trap in the deck. This is still too slow, I feel. Shari, there's Shari. Finally got to visit this harbor specializing in Gunkan Sue ships that I've been curious for a while. The premium Shari here is limited to 2,000 Sue ships a year, and users specifically developed smooth aged rice, giving it extra boldness not found anywhere else. The classy atmosphere made my heart sing too. The Gunkan Sue ship serves a perfect balance of vinegar, nigiri, shine, and shape, demonstrating exquisite artisanship. He only told me, we are introducing yet mellow scented Eden front red vinegar in the near future, which I'm really looking forward to. However, I was disappointed the scenes were a little noisy, so giving it 4 stars. Hope for improvements in the future. I gotta read this on stream, I have to. Gunkan Sushi Ikara. If you control Shari, special summon this. If you can only special summon Ikara once per turn this way. During your main phase, excavate the top 3, and add it to your hand or special summon a Shari that's excavated. So if you excavate this, you special Shari. Now, the interesting thing is this is also a Gunkan in the deck, right? So this also counts as Shari. Yeah. So red also counts as Shari as well. So this is interesting. Yeah. So this you could even, I'm sure it works this way, but you could even use Akura, hit this, and then summon this. Okay. But you won't get its effect to summon out of the deck. So interesting. Okay. Next is Doombera Psychopompos. If this card is special on monsters in the graveyard or more spell shots, they have more monsters banish this card. And if you do, your opponent banishes one monster from the graveyard. If they have more spell traps, send this card to the graveyard. That's one monster you control the graveyard. During the end phase of this next turn, the card is after this card is banished, you can special summon this banished card. So this is like really crummy evenly matched for like zombies. This is like terrible evenly matched. This is like garbage evenly matched. Okay. Sure. Gunkan Ship Super Seaside Supper Spot. Once per turn, if you normal summon a Gunkan monster, even during the damage step, you can place one Gunkan on top of your deck. Okay, so this allows you to do your things with the Akura. Okay. Once per turn of Gunkan monsters with special limit in the extra deck sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card, activate this effect. Your opponent pays life is equal to the monster's defense in the grave, then you can apply this effect. Special limit a Shari from your deck, and then special limit exceed using that monster you control as material. Okay. Is this enough to play this card? But then you're like, your opponent has to play into this, which is fine. Like, so if they kill it. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Gunkan Ship daily special. Reveal one Shari and add. Reveal 3 Gunkan in your deck. Choose one of them to add to your hand and shuffle the rest of the deck. If you reveal Shari, you could choose that card to add to your hand. Okay. This card's in your graveyard except the turn was set. You banish this card. Then target 3 Gunkan monsters in the graveyard, shuffle them in the deck, and draw 1 card. Okay. Not bad. Devouring Sarcophagus. Ooh, when this card is destroyed by battle opponent's monster, you can take control of that opponent's monster, becomes a zombie. And its attack and defense becomes 0. Oh, this card could just be like thrown in a stall deck, and this would be funny. When your zombie monster is destroyed by battle by an opponent's monster while this card's in your graveyard, take control of that opponent's... Wait. Your zombie monster is destroyed in battle. You can banish this card, take control of opponent's monster, and its attack and defense... Oh, this card is some straight cheese. You could like play like zombie stuff. I would love to play this like Vampire. This would be funny in Vampire, like if they kill your monster and then they just don't know. You take their monster, yoink it. Nobody will read this, and then you take their monster. They're gonna be like, ah. Alright, so Muley cards, we're getting Carnigan, which is a good card that prevents targeting. It's a exceed. Okay. And what else is here? Oh, E-Telly. Okay. So emergency teleport is coming. You are guaranteed. This card is quite nice. Yeah. Okay. So we're getting emergency teleport. Okay. So this is really, really good. Oh, we got some skills down here. So emergency teleport's going to be used in Cosmo. People, you can actually throw this in the Ritual Beast too. So Ritual Beast can actually make use of this and get another tamer in the deck. If you want to play this in Ritual Beast, you absolutely can. Yep. So like this could summon out Elder, it could summon out Laura, it could summon out anything. So this will definitely go into my Ritual Beast deck as well. But Cosmo can summon out their Tin Can, and that's the big thing. So this is a huge buff to Cosmo. And this could also summon out, your, Farm Girl. So Cosmo might finally be really good. I'm hoping, with Cosmo Town. So, Cosmo, I have to look more into. I think the biggest things to look at from this deck, I have to read the Immortal Sun. Let me read the skills first before I go over exactly what I think here. Okay. Now, if you want to work well, Immortal Sun God. So let's reveal this. Let's read this one first. You can only special summon Ra and monsters containing that card's name during duels where the skill is used. Okay, that's a pretty hefty restriction. Well, only special summon. So, hello Endymion! We're coming back! Okay, you can still run Endymion in the deck because it's only special summon. Alright. Each of the following effects can only be used once per duel. Send one Winged Dragon of Ra or a card containing that name from your hand or graveyard. Okay. And either add one Winged Dragon of Ra containing that name or Monster Reborn from the deck to your head. Send it to the graveyard. Okay. So, can send a card with Ra in the hand and it searches Monster Reborn. Okay, so this is like the Blue Eye skill already, so you dump any of these things, because these all contain Ra in the hand. And then you get to, yeah, send Ra to the grave or add Ra to your hand or add Monster Reborn. Which works in conjunction with this card as well, because this will also add Monster Reborn. So this is basically like multiple copies of the skill, essentially. Yeah, okay. Okay. Add one monster reborn from your graveyard to hand if you have Ra or Divine Beast monster under your name on your field. Banish any spear mode on your field that was not special summoned this turn during the end of the turn. Alright, so the skill is a consistency boost. It's nice. It's not as crazy as the BLS skill. But with Ra, it's like, what is this deck doing turn 1? I mean, I don't think this is meta, but I could be wrong. I don't think it's good, but like it's a meme. But I mean, Phoenix is really powerful. Like you can OTK with that, but I don't know. I feel like the only way this deck wins is by Immortal Phoenix. Now, granted, like if you OTK, this thing is insane to OTK with, but like I don't know. We'll see. I have my doubts. We'll see. Level 5 reload. Return 1 level 5 from your deck to your hand. Draw 1 card. You cannot use this skill on your next turn. That's actually really good in Infinitrack. Because do not use the effect of a monster whose original level is 5. That's actually really good in Infinitrack. Because Infinitrack have the issue. I mean, you may not want to use Sealed Tombs anymore. Like, the deck has always been accustomed to using Sealed Tombs because, you know, shut down the grave, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is now this card allows you to essentially get rid of your, you know, dead level 5 Infinitracks that you don't want to see in your opening hand to draw a card. Like, that's really nice. Okay. So you might use this in Infinitrack to just get rid of, like, you know, the cards that you don't want that might be bricking you. Okay. We're getting a Mayakashi skill. The Stirring Mayakashi. If you have at least 12 Mayakashi cards in your deck at the start of the duel, then add 3 types of Mayakashi monsters to the extra deck. Okay. You can only special blah blah blah. Okay, during this duel. So you can still summon Shiranui, because they're zombie type fire monsters. Okay. You can also only use one of the effects below what's per duel. If you have a Mayakashi Synchro or Link monster, you can pick up 5 Mayakashi Synchros for your extra deck and send to the grave. Monsters that are sent to the grave can be special summoned. Okay. Now it makes sense. Now it's starting to make sense. So there's like no point in synchro. Okay. So this allows you. Okay, Mayakashi might be good now. Okay. So you play this. Yeah. So if you have like Yuki-Onna. Okay. So now you might just be Link climbing. Is there any point in playing any? Well, I guess you play them just to get them in there for the names. So I guess you might not just synchro summon at all. You might just be playing as pure Link. Dump these in the grave. And then be able to go off. Yeah, this skill might be nuts. Holy macro. This is crazy. This Mayakashi skill. Holy crap. So you dump that in the grave. Oh my gosh. So the older to the graveyard. Oh my. Mayakashi might actually be really good. That's going to be fun to play. Holy macro. Okay. That might be top tier. We'll see. Maybe I'm coping, but maybe it'll be actually really nice deck. We'll see. At least rogue, if not more. Shadow Weaving Power. At the beginning of the duel, add 1 El Shaddoll window. Oh, so you're going to get one in the extra deck? 3 Shaddoll fusions and Schism to the deck. Oh, wow. Okay. So now you have... Okay. So now this is starting to make sense. You have 3 copies of Neff if you want to play it. At least 3 El Shaddoll fusion. Because you got to remember this is going to increase the deck size. And then 3 copies of Shaddoll fusion. So now you want to be able to consistently put out Construct turn 1. And 1 Schism. You can only special summon Shaddoll monsters during this duel. Excluding special... I was going to say, oh, that's going to be kind of annoying. But, just to make sure you don't hybrid this with anything else. And then, excluding summons from the extra deck. Okay, so essentially they don't want you playing Dark on Dragon in the deck. Okay, So it locks you with the Shaddolls, except for the extra deck, so you can still link summon. This can only be used once per duel. Turn one. This can only be used once per duel. Earn one Shaddoll cards and among the banished cards in your extra deck. Okay, so this is good because this can allow you for recursion. This also might make it free to play where you can play one construct in the deck and be fine. Like 2 constructs and probably be fine with it. So yeah. I think, like I said, if you're planning to make Shaddolls out of the box, you could probably get away with 2 constructs. I'm still trying to. You could probably get away with 2 copies of construct and be okay with it. Shaddoll definitely is nice because you have like 9 fusion spells. We're gonna have to optimize it. So it definitely looks good. I think that the best deck right now. Oh, I didn't read this. Oh, another use skill at the beginning of Duel. Pendulum Zones. They had Dark Rebellion in the action deck. And if you have the following effects, each of the following effects once in a duel. If you have 2 cards in the Pendulum Zone, return all cards on the field to the deck and place 1 turn and 1 sheer mold from your. Okay. You can only special summon level 4 rank 4 dragons if you use the skill in a duel. You could only use this effect as a fusion monster in opponent's field set 1 Dark Rebellion. Use cards in the Pendulum Zone as materials to that monster. Not really that great. There's nothing really to see here. You still have to have Pendulum Zones. And then it locks you in the forest, so it's okay. Okay. The really good skills are Ra. I don't know. I don't see Ra as being top tier. I think the best deck from this box is probably Shaddoll and Cosmo. I think that both of them can be good. How good Cosmo is in the meta is how good a deck could out Dark Destroyer. Now, Live Twin might have a huge problem with that because Live Twin being the best deck targets a lot. So outside of cards like IDP and blah blah blah, they target a lot. So Cosmo, now having Dark Destroyer, Cosmo Town, blah blah blah, they prevent targeting, right? So that's something you want to keep in mind of. Now, the nice thing about Cosmo is Cosmo, again, was top tier in the TCG. I think Cosmo has a chance to be good. Also, Shaddoll is kind of insane now with that skill. And obviously opening up Shaddoll Fusion is kind of nuts. Yeah, I think the other thing to look at too, the third deck that I really wanted to look at is Mayakashi and Infinitrack. So Infinitrack, I think, can make the most use out of Citadel. I know there's like Pure Machina, but I don't think Pure Machina is going to be that great. I think that the deck that's going to... Oh, I think also Constellar is something to look at as well. I think Constellar can be pretty good. We're going to have to test that out with Cadicus for sure. I think Cadicus could make Constellar interesting. But Machina's Citadel is really, really good. Like, this card is fantastic with Infinitrack because there's ways for them to get it in the graveyard, whether that's River Stormer or getting it in the grave via Beatrice. Because, like, they can make Beatrice turn 1 and then dump this. And I think another thing that you're going to want to look at for Infinitrack is that skill. Level 5 reload. So you use this, and this could shuffle back one of the dead level 5s that they have. So if they don't open up combo, then you have a way to potentially get rid of a brick that's in the hand. Because you play a good amount of them. You play Trencher and Tunneler and Crab Crane. So those are like 3 level 5 bricks that you can easily get out of your hand. Those are cards you generally don't want to open too much. And that's another way for switcheroo. So yeah, I'm very excited. I think this box is good. Do I think it's one of the best boxes we've ever had? Probably not. I think it's a good box. I think that Construct is potentially makes Shaddoll's top tier. Maybe. Wanted to see. I mean, you gotta look at Winda. What is Winda stop turn 1? By the way, if you don't know, let me go quick. Oh, I don't want to go too much over this, but because we're over an hour long. So basically, if you don't know what Winda does, Winda makes it indestructible by card effects. Winda's indestructible by card effects when she's and she prevents your opponent from special summoning more than 2 times per turn. So if your opponent can only special summon once per turn. And Shaddoll Fusion is like Lunar Light Fusion, where they can send from deck to the grave, and Schism allows them to banish from the grave. So, yeah, Shaddolls have a chance to be very good. They have a consistent way in the construct. We're definitely going to have to test this out. And then link off in the gravity controller. We're going to have to see this for sure. And then making Winda on the first turn is going to be kind of frightening. So, I definitely want to test out Shaddolls. Very, very much so. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. We're so close to partners, so help me get there. And yeah, until next time, enjoyed it. We'll be doing a new box stream when it comes out. Until next time, it's your boy Sean Matrai signing out. Peace.